own mouth what they do to us and how they do it, and yet they go score free. They go with impunity. They go free. We need to get united. We need to get united. And the instrument used against us, it is always going to be in existence, whether we unite or not. But we have to get united to counter battle those instruments so that we don't get ourselves living in slavery forever. That is our point here. Now, I will let you go on that note, and I will also want to bring who has been here very long. Ratus. Come on, Ratus.
Yes. Yes, bro.
2 minutes, brother. 2 minutes.
Good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. So let me say big congratulations to Ibrahim Traore from so this is my idol from Burkina Faso. I hope all of you can understand me because I'm not good in English and I can speak French better than English. So I just learned, okay. Yeah. The big problem of Africa, that is what I don't know Morkan was talking about. Because why? We don't love each another. Because like we have problem with the Arabs, who we call the Africans brothers, from Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. All of these people, if you travel to their country, they regard you as African. They don't call you like we are all African. No, they differentiate you immediately from your skin. They regard you as Africans. Even when we come to Europe, so you can see the difference. Even in Europe, if there are some offices, they treat them well better than you because of the skin color. This is how they treat us. It's not different. Because I travel within this country, I know them. I go there with my passport. Especially Algeria. They were treating, they call you African. Which is their capital city to one of their big cities, which is Gadraya. This is how they treat us. So we have to differentiate because we are all Africans, but we have Africa. You can never Africa to unite. They will betray us even within the starting. They are not with us. From the all up to the end, they will not be with us. Maybe they will mix. Then after they will betray us because they are not with us. So these people are not with us. So let me go to the politics of let me say between USA, the Europeans, and Africa. Because the European need Africa more than the United States. If you can look about Gaddafi, the way they killed Gaddafi, the United States did not just interfere with the issue of Gaddafi. They call upon Gaddafi, which is the French, the country. The French call upon the EU, then the EU call upon the United States to come. Because the United States, they know they are strong, they have everything, and there are a lot of Africans in the United States. So this is a mixed country. That is a mixed, that is why they call it United States. So there are many tribes within there. So this is mixed. So they don't just come. And it's the same case in Ibrahim Traore. So United States is not coming. They are the French go to the EU. The EU are calling. They are approaching United States to intervene in this issue. And when this happens, it will be the same case like Gaddafi.
Ruto,
Yes.
you want to conclude so that we get others to come in. You conclude on your notes.
Yeah. So this is the thing that is going on. So that is why they are trying, and why they are expanding NATO, because of why they want to get on to Russia. When they hold on Russia work with them. In later, this is a wrong politics. They will overthrow United States to become superpower power in Europe. But the Republicans of United States, they understand. So that is why you see with Donald Trump, they go left and right. They will never go in one direction. If they are going up, it will come down because they are controlling the power. They know if the West conquer the Russia, they will be mightier. And later, what will happen? Wrong, they come down. So that is why the West are suppressing Africa, the Europeans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Not to waste further time, I know I have something to say about what he said, but I will wait. And Yankade on mute, please. Yankade, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you? Go ahead. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. You know, as I'm listening, tears fall in my eyes. It's so sad. Very sad. Like my brother was saying, the Arab people, those people from the Middle East, if I'm correct, they don't like us. And this is going to be a long battle. You know,
point of correction. They are not from Middle East. They are.
Thank you. That's why I say if I'm correct, yeah. They don't like us. Africa, we ourselves, we are divided to each other. I mean, all I'm saying, we should not be speaking negative. We should be speaking positive. This is going to be a long battle, a long fight. But if we come together, we will conquer, we will succeed. If not me and you, but it's going to be for our younger ones coming up, our grandchildren, our younger ones. Because one thing about us, we Africans, the reason why most of the time we don't succeed, we fight a battle, even within the countries. We fight for something, we want it to happen today it should happen. No. The white man, let me give an example. They will go to the sea to study about this particular animal. They will be there for 20 years, 10 years. They will study. They are not doing it for them. They are doing it for the next generation. They always think about the next generation. They don't think about me and you. And this is one of our problems. We don't think about our future leaders. And we want to make changes, and these changes should happen now and now. No, this fight is going to be a long fight, but we will succeed. We will conquer. We will succeed. So what I'm saying is, and I've never been on TikTok since Ibrahim Traore came into power. In fact, for now, if I don't go to TikTok, I feel like I have missed something. I have missed what is happening in my continent, Africa. I want to hear what is going on. And my dream now, my prayer is, God, I want to wake up one morning and hear that all African leaders, they have joined Ibrahim Traore to say, yes, this is our fight. This is why my prayers every day now. But my brother, I'm living in the USA. I've been here for 20 years. It's sad. It's sad. You have to work 2 jobs in order for you to make ends meet. It's sad. When you're in your 50s or 51, you started asking yourself, where am I going to retire? Where am I going to go when I retire? You look at your country. No light. The worst of it's Sierra Leone. I'm from Sierra Leone. No light, water. Everything's about favorism. You have to be. I went to Sierra Leone after 20 years. I went. The reason why I did not go after 20 years because I have children. Don't get me wrong. I have 2 children with sickle cell. It was bad. So I've been at the hospital back and forth. So I decided to go. And even when I went, my daughter had, have to end up at the ICU behind my back. I say, you see. But what I'm saying is, when I went to my country, what I saw up to today, my gut is sick. I am sick in my stomach. Like I ask myself, where do we go? Because here, you cannot even afford a retirement. I'm in the medical field. I work with seniors, citizens of America. I work. You see, they send a bill of some $1,000 for a senior citizen who was born here. They're sending them bill. These people are laying down on the bed. All they depend on us taking care of them. If they want to bring them to the nursing home, in order for them to be approved of Medicaid or whatever, you have to sell your house, you have to sell your assets and everything. So if they are doing this to this person who was born here, and what about me that came from Africa? Where do we go after you turn 60? You want to retire and go home? No. So my message here to each and everyone, let's pass this message to our children, our sisters, our brothers. Sometimes I come on TikTok, I hear people say, oh, African men are... We are all one, for God's sake. Let us stop this. We are all one.
Yeah.
Our brothers and sisters who came to this country before we have to come here, do you know what they went through? Our ancestors who were brought here, do you know what they went through? That some of their children today, they cannot go to school. They cannot even have good education. They suppress them. And you come in here talking nasty about them. Not everybody, but a lot of people do that. Oh, they don't go to school. They're doing housekeeping. Do you know? Have you read their history? So let us come together. I'm begging. I'm pleading. Let us pass the message. Let us love one another. We can have our misunderstanding. But please, inside your heart, deep inside your heart, think that, oh, this is my brother. This is my sister.
Yeah.
So let me stop here for now and give another person a chance.
Thank you. Stay on that note. We want to say we pray our well energy goes to your daughters. Hopefully she recovers from whatever the situation is. And thank you for having the courage to come out here. You know, I'm a father myself. I know what it means when these kids are falling sick. We hope that we wish you the best energy. We wish you the best. Beloved, you wanted to say one or two things. Beloved, come on now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sorry, I'm going to tell you.
Greetings to everybody and the guest. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me? My greetings to everybody and all members. Someone here this afternoon. Actually, it is very important that we should understand the purpose of the revolution that we are in now. This is a true revolution that we have to fulfill for this current generation and the next generation to come. It is a revolution that will see the brightness. This current moment, the brightness of Africa is in shambles. If only we stand shoulder to shoulder and fight for the liberation of Africans. It is very true that what our captain is doing has put fear and panic to the West. Unlike what they did to Muammar al-Gaddafi in Libya, due to the propaganda machinery they used to overthrow him, by the end of the day, he was unalived. Could you imagine at the time of Muammar Gaddafi, the economy was far better than Europe, even as compared to America? It is as a result of envy and jealousy that they hated this man simply because he wanted to unite Africa by using one African passport, one army, and all the things that you can think of unifying Africa. Created a hatred amongst the people of Libyans. And could you also remember that UK, who owns billions of pounds of Libya's currency, has refused to pay because he was being unalived, the same as Sarkozy and other countries. So this tells you that there's no way this Western world will love Africa today, neither tomorrow. It takes us, the children and sons of Africa, to stand firm and oppose the oppressor. Because if we allow ourselves for the oppressor to win us, that will be the end of Africa. Africa should not be a ground for feeding for the oppressor anymore. What belongs to Africa should be used for the good of Africans. What belongs to Africa should be used to build Africa and not otherwise. If we do this, then we can have that liberation that we want. Aside that, also, I urge and entreat each and every African nation to start taking out their puppet leaders at all costs. Leaders who come in the form of democratic role should be removed out of governance, simply because the system of governance that they are practicing as a Western system of governance is a way that is being used to retard the growth of Africa. So if we don't abolish that style of governance, so-called democracy, there's no way we can realize the full potentials of our dream. Because the so-called democracy has been used as a weapon by the Western propagandists.
Thank you. You want to conclude on that?
It's being used. I'm in a bus. That's why you could hear the noise.
Let's conclude on that.
Okay, you let pause for someone to talk later. When I'm in the someone will speak.
Sorry to all of you for the background noise. I mean, I appreciate the fact that people are at work and try and find 2 or 3 minutes to come on here and contribute. That means we are doing something good, and it is at the heart of all of us. That is why we are making up time for it, which is very much good. However, let's continue the conversation. I'll just say now, Naomi, please come on. I know Naomi is saying that there is a petition out there that needs to be signed. Naomi, can you come on, and while you are here for your 2 minutes, can you tell us where to find that petition and tell us more about it?
Thank you, my honorable host. I'm so delighted to hear your voice for Africa. And we hope that, and we know that if we continue this struggle, we shall win.
Yeah.
It's good to come on social media to talk about these things, but there must be an official way to register our grievances against the West.
Yeah.
There must be a documented path to show that this is what we stand for.
Yeah.
So, a few persons have been able to raise a petition from other lives like this, and I have copied it on my bio because TikTok will not allow us to share it on the lives.
Okay.
So I am going from one live to the other. I am not the one that raised the petition. There is a petition in French. There is one in English.
Yeah.
You can find the link on my bio. If you go there and it's not working, tell me so that I will put another link. I will do it again. But a lot of people have signed the petition, and it is against the influence of the West and America on Africa, especially using Traoré as a case study.
Thank you.
So, and also for the petition, we are saying that at the end of the day, when we finish signing this petition, we are going to print the petition out in a hard copy, and we will go to embassies and submit them. Write a letter against the names of all the people on the petition, the signatures that we have, and say, this is our stand. We take it to the American embassy, to the French embassy, to all the European embassies, in Europe, in Africa, and in America, and we say, leave Africa alone. Don't go and be drinking paracetamol because Africa is having headache. Leave our sickness and our gold for us. If Traore wants to squander the gold, let him squander it. It is Africa's problem. America is deporting most of Africa from America, and then they still want to control the way we spend our gold in Africa. What's that for? Protect your country and leave us alone. If we want to fall, let us fall on our own accord. Don't push us anymore. You have pushed us. You have pushed down Gaddafi. You have pushed down a lot of us. Sankara was pushed down by you. Stop pushing us. The social media is a welcome idea because it has opened our brain. It has opened our eyes to reality.
Yeah.
So please, ladies and gentlemen, please
to have another. In fact, they should get out of the continent. That's what we are saying. So don't create another home for them. We will become an embarrassment to your government if you do not stop those kind of behavior. Liberia is 177 years old. Guys, let me hold my thought. I will come back to this very topic. Let me unmute Forgira. I'll come back to that topic. Forgira, you be on mute for 2 minutes, please. Forgira, are you there or not? If you are not there, we go to Haitians. Haitians, go.
Hello, I'm back.
All right, Forgira, you're there. 2 minutes, please, brother.
Yeah. I don't speak much of English, so I'm gonna do my best. Listen, I don't understand why Africans always think Gaddafi is a hero there. Gaddafi was never a hero. Gaddafi wanted to join the Arab League, and the Arabs didn't want him to be the head of the Arab League, so he went down to us, using some of his money to persuade us. Gaddafi once attacked Chad. He wanted a piece of Chad in the 80s. Gaddafi we don't have no friends with them Arabs that's up north. Those are invaders. Those people are not our friends. I don't care if it's Gaddafi or the Algerian or the Moroccans or the Egyptian. All these people came from the Red Sea on the other side. Stop calling Gaddafi an African hero. He just drives me crazy when I hear it. If Gaddafi is an African hero, so why Ouattara is bad? Ouattara at least is building this country. We've seen what Ouattara did in the last 15 years in the Ivory Coast. I went to the Ivory Coast in 2008. It looked like a shit hole. The country was polluted. We had a president, Bagboda, that we call it was an African president, but you used to bring all French left-wing politicians there in one place that they call Rio Princess, dancing around. All he does is dancing, and he just tell the kids, yeah, just go online and make some money talking to Europeans to get money back. That's what he was doing. But when Ouattara came, Ouattara is not perfect. He does things sometimes that piss me off, going to Macron and all these things, but maybe it's strategic. He's trying to find ways to build his country up. But I see, when I came back, I saw the Ivory Coast, what this man did, and I said, wow. In 15 years, a president can do that. Why? Babco was did, and I said, wow. In 15 years, a president can do that. You just learn from him. Yeah, Ouattara does, nobody's going to be perfect. Ouattara does some stuff. Sometimes I don't understand it, but I know that the money that he has for Ivory Coast, he spent it in Ivory Coast. I don't see him putting it in Switzerland like the president of Cameroon does for all. I think that guy is there for 40-something years and the country has no roads. Do you know how many roads Ivory Coast got? Did you see the African, the AFCON, what he did there? That thing was we never seen that in sub-Saharan Africa, besides South Africa. Come on, I mean, let's give the guy credit. He doesn't speak much. That's why we don't see him. We don't know what he's doing because that man never speaks. We see Traoré everywhere online, yeah, in uniform, walking around saying, doing this. But what do we see from Burkina Faso that's different? It's still nothing there. I went to Burkina Faso in 2022, the airport. I'm like, man, this is in 2022, and this country looks like this until now. Come on, it's good. Yeah, he's a young guy, vibrant, but sometimes his youth is taking too much out of him. China, before China became China, they were kissing ass to Europeans, yes. But once they got that power, they start opening their mouth. They knew what they were doing. They were quiet first. Let's get the technology. Let's get everything. Let's act stupid. But once they got it, that's when they say, hey, I'm your equal now. I know what I'm doing now. You can't tell me nothing. Before, the Europeans used to disrespect the Chinese, but now, can they do that now? But us, we always got this thing like, oh, we're going to talk, but we can't even make a little needle yet. So how can you progress when you just open your mouth, oh, European, we don't want you. In this world, man, is power. Power only respect power. You don't have power, nobody's going to respect you. If the European leave, who's going to come? The Chinese. And when the Chinese going to come, they're not going to do slavery. They're going to push us to the sea and take everything. So we need to wake up and start saying, oh, France is doing that. My man, if you can go between Russia and France as an African, where will you go? Where you think your right will be respected at least a little bit? we will go to France. We will not go to the Middle East, nor in Russia. Maybe we probably go to China. But those two places, the Arab world and the Eastern Europe world, they don't have no respect for black men. All right? We know Europeans, we have problems with them, but at least they're at least half decent. Let's be honest. All our families out there in the European side trying to make up to come back. It's somehow our kind of how do you call that? When we're talking about like when you get back something was taken from you from a long time ago, that's why we go to Europe and just get it back. And they know that they owe us that. But at least we're not facing that much violence compared to when we go to the Arab world or we go to Russia. Do you see how Africans are treated in Russia or the Arab world? It's not that cool, man. These people do not respect us. The Western Europeans do not respect us, but at least we see some involvement from our brothers and sisters down there, at least, you know. You can go to a European country and carry their passport later on. You can go to those Western European countries and become somebody. But you cannot become somebody in the Arab world, no matter how much gold or diamond you got, or in Russia and everything. It bothers me. Like sometimes we're just so emotional, we just get into things, but we don't know what's going on, or in Russia and everything. It bothers me. Like sometimes we're just so emotional, we just get into things, but we don't know what's going on.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say something?
But my main thing is
Complete
Gaddafi.
nonsense.
Gaddafi is not no asking you.
Right.
Gaddafi is not asking you.
It's
I love
full
Sankara.
nonsense.
I love
May I be able to
Traore,
make
but
a comment,
please don't add
please?
Gaddafi on it.
Hang on, all of you. Ruga is speaking. Let him land, and then you can respond to what he's saying. Thank you, Ruga. You still want to conclude, or you done? Are you still there, Dara? All right, I think it's done. Yeah. So now Naomi wanted to respond. Is it response, or you wanted to?
Respond. I would like to
Okay.
respond. Yeah. Thank you, brother. You know, we need to be careful. I was down in the comment section listening to this guy saying that, praising at least Ouattara, saying that this guy is doing a lot of things. So what is he trying to tell us? Like Ibrahim Traore is wrong? Like all these neighbor countries are, but Ouattara is right? What is he trying to say? You know, we need to be careful because we are actually fighting for something really big, right? So we need also to be conscious that those guys are actually buying our brothers, you know, to make the job for them. Yeah. So I don't really agree to that comment. I mean, is he living in Ivory Coast? Does he know that people, because I'm Ivorian and I'm talking on behalf of my brothers and sisters, does he know that people in Ivory Coast
you from Ivory Coast?
In the cemetery? Please mute yourself.
Okay. For Gary, just wait. Let him finish. I will let you have a response if you don't mind.
Does he know that? Thank you, brother. So does he know that people were living in the cemetery because they have been chased out from their own houses? Does he know that? That people are damn suffering in Ivory Coast. They cannot complain. They cannot protest because protest is being prohibited now. You cannot protest. You cannot go on the street. As soon as you get out of the street, you go to jail. Teachers are being jailed for going into protest. Is he aware of that? So you cannot just come on a platform saying nonsense because you just want to praise yourself or praise a leader. How can you say that Muhammad Gaddafi was a bad leader? Someone who wanted to build a bank for whole Africa. Someone who wanted to launch a satellite that will help us not having or paying, no money for communications. There is a reason that the West people killed him, right? Unlike him. There is a reason for. It's not because he's an Arabic or, that's bullshit that they're trying to sell us. We are not buying that. We are not buying that. We are enough educated to know why are we fighting for or what's the reason. There is a reason that they did that to Gaddafi. So you cannot come on the platform and telling us that those leaders were bad leaders, but Ouattara, who is being blamed by all the neighbor countries, is the one who is doing good for his people. I mean, who can buy it? That's what I wanted to tell. Thank you. I mean, that's not my, I hope I will have another chance to talk.
Yeah, I will come back to you if you stay, hang around. Oh, listen, everybody. It is well important that we hear people. Okay, whether they support what we do, we want to know what is in their head. We want to know what people think. We want to know what they have to say to us. So it is important we hear people. And the best thing of all of this is we are talking amongst ourselves. And remember, before I started this show, I asked a simple question. Do we know Africa? Does Africa know her enemies? And we listed a long list of them. We can be obstacles in our own ways as well. So just what I'm trying to, and I'm being careful here. What I'm trying to say is just because the opinion or the statement doesn't align with all of us doesn't necessarily mean that we should not hear it. We should have enough and thick skin to discuss sensitive issues that affect the entire continent without prejudice. Because our goal is to unite ourselves. It's better you know your enemy than you don't know them. It's better you know how your other brothers who do not agree with what we say here feels than not to hear them out. So let's have enough patience to tolerate one another. And by that way, we will bring some level of common ground and understanding. And the argument will continue, but we will still rise up as a continent. So I appreciate all of you coming and making your comments. But we got thicker skin to discuss sensitive matter, even if it was going to hurt our feelings. That I will leave, and I will let Naomi. You wanted to respond as
yes, sir. I wanted to
1 minute for response.
I want to point his attention to the last speaker, Fugre, that the airport was not built in 2022 because Traore just entered the government in 2022 or even after 2022. So if you must come to this social media to speak, you must be sure of your facts, because whatever goes around comes around. We cannot be fighting a just cause, and you are there in your own mind, whether you have been paid as an agent of the puppet or you seek to promote any propaganda for the West. Be careful what you do. If you see a people crying, look at what is making them to cry. If you talk about Gaddafi could be an Arab, but the map of Libya is in Africa. So Gaddafi is a proper African man that was unalived by Obama regime. And if you can go back to Libya now, you will see all kinds of insurgents. So let us be careful.
Thank you, Naomi. And the oil is going. Jay, I thought you wanted to say something. Come on up.
Can I respond,
yes,
please? You said
sir, just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, because for Grua, let me say something to you, partner. The words that you say with passion. But listen, don't no one want what you're offering. You use the term that did not exist in my lifetime until the past 3 to 5 years. It's called sub-Saharan. I can't even believe you fixed your mouth to say something like that. So while they all jumping on you about defending France and defending the history of each nation that you're familiar with based upon military rule, what I want to say is this, man: remove sub-Saharan out of your vocabulary. All the North is invaders. There is no sub-Saharan. One continent, partner. They're changing history. They write the history book Remove that word from your vocabulary. I land my plane.
Okay. All right. Can I respond?
Yes. 1 minute.
Okay. Jay, that's what I was talking about. When I say sub-Saharan Africa, that's what they created against us. I did not say that they were invaders. Did I just say that they are invaders? You didn't see that part. You skipped that. I didn't use that term I'm against that word, but I have to tell you that part of Africa that they call like that, who the last 15 years that has done some meaningful work, build roads after roads in that country. Ivory Coast was damaged back in 2008. I went there. I saw how it looked like, and I returned there in 2022, and I was amazed. I have to be honest. I've been in those places. I just didn't sit down here and look on YouTube and say, oh, this. No, I actually went there, and I went to Burkina Faso in 2022. I'm not attacking Traoré. I was a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Traoré. He's young. He makes mistake. I make mistake. Ouattara makes mistake. We're all human beings. But I would support Ouattara and I would support Traoré, but I would never support Gaddafi because I know Gaddafi attacked the Chad. Google it and see in the 80s what Gaddafi did to Chadian Africans. He wanted to understand land. These people are here defending, I can't believe that they defended Gaddafi because they just hear about Gaddafi all over the place. Oh, he did that. Why this Arab was doing that? You think he was doing that because he loved us?
Come on, stop, man. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
This guy,
you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're
checking the 80s what Gaddafi did.
Listen to me, please, sir, because there's a perspective that you're
crazy. It's crazy that,
you are not encapsulating this one thing. And I'm going to give it to you short and sweet.
Okay.
It's called kill the messenger. The message has already been delivered. That's why Gaddafi is high ranked and appreciated. Wait, his existence is appreciated because he did deliver a message. Guess what? The West got rid of him. They don't want his message. So why do we herald Gaddafi as someone that we should consider a leader? Because he spread a message. And you are attacking the message and the messenger. Could you stop that?
So Saddam Hussein was a leader to Africans because he was attacked by them same Europeans. My God, you guys just focusing because this guy just
Saddam is living in Africa.
My God, I just want to elevate African heroes, real African, like Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah. I don't want to hear about no Gaddafi. I don't want to hear about Gaddafi. These people came and took our lands in North Africa. I don't know why you guys just
and you are elevating Ouattara is the best leader for you.
No. I never said that. I never said Ouattara is the best leader. I would not put him even top 10 or top 20. But I know that he did some work though, compared to some other leaders like Biya or Eyadema or Ouattara is. Just give him that. I would not put him on. We not top 20. We seen president that just sat there making their kids president after that, and they never did anything.
Program. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second too. I will even give the president of Equatorial Guinea some thumbs up too, because he did some stuff in his country. I want to see infrastructure built. I don't want to see just, you're just saying that you're doing right for your country, but we don't see anything. We just so behind.
All right. Now
all right. That's it.
Let me come. Let me come here. I've
been here for a while.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh,
Lawrence.
Lawrence, go ahead, please. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, I just want to go back to our main focus: uniting Africa and getting us strong again.
Yeah.
Look, throughout history, we've had Queen Nzinga, we've had all our brothers from Kush and the Nubians waging serious war against the imperialists, against Rome and all that.
Thank you.
Look, our history is being written by the whites.
Yes.
All the time, making us look like we didn't even have strength to fight for ourselves. The language we use is not even for us. The religion we hold on to is not for us. But that is not to say we cannot do for ourselves any good anymore. First and foremost, our currency. The dollar is everywhere because of World War II.
Yeah.
After America did that dirty bombs on Japan and stopped World War II, they became world power. So we use, every time we use the dollar, we make America rich. America will never pay its debts because we use their money. It can just print money and then that is it. Its debt is gone. But you and I, my country, we buy trillions of chicken, trillions of rice, trillions of tractors for them to destroy our forests and other things, all in the name of growing up or becoming a developed nation. Look, roads are good. Infrastructure is good. But how do we tie in to the growth of the bigger picture, the bigger universe, to be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with the West and other nations? You know why they call us third world? It's not because we are poor. It's because we are not aligned to the West and the East. So the West was first world, the East was second world, that is Russia, China, and co. And we Africans, we didn't align with them. They called us third world. And now they are making it look like we are evil, we are poor, we are all sort of unwritten names because we are third world. Look, the first thing to do is to make sure we get one currency.
Yes.
We cannot do it overnight because still we don't trust each other. Even in my country, Ghana, the Asantes are looking at the Ewes some way. The Gans are looking at the Asantes some way. The Dagombes are looking at the Fantes some way. We don't trust each other, even in one small country. Look at Rwanda, Tutsis, Hutus. Fine, the war has ended. So if we really want to do something, why don't we start by first aligning with the BRICS? Get the BRICS to be a third and a very good force to reckon with. When we are buying things from China, and almost everybody goes to China now to buy stuff, we use the BRICS. We don't use the dollar. It brings them to understand that we know what we are doing. Yes, they will pay our brothers to fight us. They will pay our sisters to fight us. In fact, when they wanted to come and attack Tuareg, they sent a black-faced man like us, somebody who looks just like you and me on the streets, to go and tell the Senate that he's enriching himself with gold from his country. And then America needs to be there for the influence. Go back and listen to that statement. He really wanted to tell us that they need the influence in Africa. Look, my brother Fugari, I understand what you're saying, but don't forget that Russia didn't come and colonize us. China never came to Africa to colonize us and enslave us. Yes, they might be crude in the way they act, but they never came here to enslave us. Look at the French national team, the football team. You can only count 3 white boys: the goalkeeper, Giroud, and Grizzly, whatever, they are number 7. Every other person is from Africa. That should tell you why they can't take their hands off Africa. Go to the Dominican Republic and Haiti. They share the same island, but Haiti is so poor because France will not let them be. France has their hands so deep in everything in Africa. Why don't they just want to leave? Do you know why Alassane Ouattara is making so much inroads in his country? Because France chose him. After the election, it was Canal Plus who made the first declaration that Ouattara has won. Whilst the Supreme Court is the only body that is supposed to declare who wins in the nation. Why is France so into everything we do? We should know this. When they want to fight us, they will start in us. They will start between us. When they wanted to take out our dear Osadifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah from us, they use our own people. But later we realized that it was the CIA who was behind it. When we stand for each other, when we go and then align with people who will benefit us, because seriously, the West took slaves from us and we never got developed. The West were the ones who brought us the Bible,
this message, please.
whatever, and we were never allowed to develop. There is nothing wrong with aligning with a new person and then drawing the lines clear that Russia, you are coming in to help us, but this is what you can do. This is as far as you can go. China, yes, we can take your loans, but this is as far as you can go. We can't do that with France and America anymore. We can't do that with the British anymore because they've already taken us over. Britain has so much land, it can't fit into that island. And we are here complaining about our leaders not building roads. We should be serious for once.
Thank you.
We need to realign our mentality and emancipate ourselves from this mental slavery. We feed like them now just because we want to be like them. No, we are Africans, so we should stand for Africans.
Conclude,
Aluta continua. I'm gone. Thank you
very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for look. This is interesting. This is very interesting. When you know the mind of the oppressor, you can design strategies. You can know where to go, how to go. This unification thing we are talking about our continent, it's not about one man's glory. It's not about protecting one man's future or one generation future. It is about protecting our dignity and having a voice. Just like my brother Lawrence was saying, if we do not fall in alignment with the powers that are ruling this world, to and fro, looking for whom to defy, we will be stumbled upon. Our unborn children will be stumbled upon. So when we are talking these things, it is not about Gaddafi's glory. It's not about even Ibrahim Traore's glory. It is about the dignity and the respect that this continent, this one continent that has supplied every other race in the world need, minerals. Every part of the world has benefited one or two things from this continent. We are talking about the dignity of this continent and its people. And we cannot sit here to say we do not know our enemies, or we do not see our enemies, or some of our own brothers do not harbor our enemies, or do not become our enemies. And that is the most dangerous part of our revolution. Our own brothers coming in as wolves in sheep clothing against the liberation of the continent. The better we know them, it is better we know them, it is better we know their minds. That way we know how to deal with them. And we're not going to escape them. That is why I said it is okay for us to let them show faces. And I'm not saying Figueroa is an enemy. No. He has his opinion. He has his point. But one thing this man said that I have to address before letting all of you guys to come on back in. Are you telling me, are you telling everybody out here that it is better we stay with the neo-colonial power and colonial powers and oppressors who have suppressed and colonized us, change our names, change our way of dressing, change our spirituality, disgrace us, enslave us, and use us, dumb us, and still come back to feed on us? Are you saying it is better we be with them than people who have never colonized us? I'm not taking that. And the reasons I'm not taking that is I know my enemies. Those are the old sayings that people say it's better to be with the angel you know than the demon you have not seen before. That demon that I've not seen before, and I'm not going religious here. Please don't get it twisted. That demon that I've not seen before, it's better I see that demon to see the other side of life than the devil than the angel that I've been seeing here, who comes as wolf in sheep clothing. We will not stay with the UK or USA or what you call it, European Union. We know these people. They colonize us. They disgrace us. They make us to be brainwashed to the level that we are today and enslave us. For more than 400 years plus, we've been enslaved, my brother. By the very people you are encouraging us to stay with. No. So if you will come here with that, there are caliber of people here that will rebuke you in a very strong way. And this is not about Gaddafi. Whether you like Gaddafi or not, fine. We all know Gaddafi also worked along with the CIA for many, many years before he even turned his face to the Arab, before he even turned his face to the rest of the continent. We know that. But you telling us it is better we are with America, France, and European Union? No, it's a big no. It's a big no. We are trying to find new fronts here, or better still, new fronts has come up, and we now have options to weigh. It is only the fact that we are not united. We do not have an identity or alignment with the rest of the powers of the world. And because of that, we are still subject and subjugated to a whole lot of atrocities. You got people sitting in their Congress, like General Lensley and the rest of them, declaring from their mouth, through their teeth, that they are the one toppling governments in Africa. They are the one carrying on coups, sponsoring terrorism, and you expect us to still be with them? No, my brother. No. That chain has been broken, and we are not taking it back on. We are not. I will pause there to allow other.
Please, can I speak?
Speak.
No,
bro.
can I say something quick? No, give me a second. I'm gonna drop down. I'll be
You
right
just
back.
came. You just came, please.
No, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm
Oh, you
gonna
just
talk to the
came
whole.
now. Okay, you can speak.
Hang on.
Give me
Hang
a
on.
second.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
I'm gonna drop down. Can you hold my spot? I'm gonna. That's the thing. They're gonna wait for people. I'm gonna come back, please. How you call it? Hold my spot because I'm
do
going
that.
to my job.
It's all right.
Interview,
You
and I have
come
to.
back.
Yeah, I'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Go ahead, bro.
Thank you, brother. I'm from Nigeria.
Thank you.
I'm from Nigeria. And there was a parable that said that there's a parable which we normally say in Nigeria that if you want peace, you need to go for war. And if you need war, you need to go for peace. The two works together. Right now, we are at war. But the main problem is that the people they are using against us is our people. I heard what our brother talk about Gaddafi. Gaddafi is I don't know about Gaddafi too much, because back in those days, our father does not teach us too much. It's like when they analyze someone like what they call this man from Uganda, Idi Amin from Uganda.
Idi Amin.
They make us understand that Idi Amin is a very bad man. He normally analyze people, which our parents accepted that, and they preach that to us. Even when I was small, but when I was a child, they normally tell us that Idi Amin is a very bad man. But when we grow up, we start asking questions. Then we understand that this is the propaganda that the West used to push. Our parents are very ignorant that anything the West said, they believe. But this our generation, we don't believe on what they say. We go to reality. Africa is a very big continent. I will tell you that Africa is the biggest continent in this world.
Yeah.
But they make us very small so that they can cheat us. One thing you need to understand is that your enemy must be your brother. your enemy must be your brother. So in any battle you are fighting, you need to be careful with your brothers. I'm from Nigeria, and when they are talking about democracy, they say Ibrahim Traore did not conduct an election, and he made a statement. He said that there is many military coups in Africa. They asked him if it is military or civilian. He said even military and civilian military coup in Africa. Yes, he said the right thing, because I'm from Nigeria. I have seen civilian military coup, which you may not understand. They will do it in a way of election, but it's a military coup because they did not win the election. But based on the Corona Masters want to place them there. Even this our last election that we hold in Nigeria, the present president of Nigeria now did not win the election. He was put there by the Corona Masters to accomplish his mission, and that is the same thing we are facing in Nigeria now. We Africans, it's time for us to understand that the whole world that we are seeing now fought for their independence. Even Europe fought for their independence. Go to the history and learn about Crusaders and the Ottoman Empire, which is Saladin. Saladin, when they fought a very big war to have their faith, a war of Christian and Muslim. It was a war of independence. China fought for their independence. Russia fought for their independence. America fought for their independence. The only continent that did not fight for its independence is Africa. Independence was given to us free, and freedom can never be given to you. Forget talking on TikTok. It's a time for us to understand that this is war. No matter how it comes, we all need to prepare for a war. Be you woman, be you man. We all need to prepare for the wars to come.
Thank you.
Because in every fight of independence, souls must go down, and people will rise. I don't have time to talk too much, but I just want to make you understand that this is time for war, and we all need to prepare for the war. And anytime the trumpet of war sounds, we all need to prepare for that trumpet of war, for it shall sound very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I will let you go, Conget. Sorry if I mispronounced your name.
But I was here before, brother.
Yeah, sorry.
You forgot.
I beg you. I know you responded, and I've been carried away. I'll come right back to you after that, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, brother. So I first want to thank you for the panel. I mean, for your platform. It's the first time for me to come up and to speak. I'm originally from Ivory Coast, and we need to understand something. And one of our problems is that we are not really, aware of our own history, right? Because we are just being aware of our own history through books, right? But we need to visit countries. In 2011, I decided to go in Ghana to visit the Cape Coast Castle, to go in Benin, because I really wanted to know my own story, not what I read in the book. So I think that's the beginning, because we need to start. We don't need to believe whatever we read in the books, right? Because those books have been written by the West people, right? Because this is how we have been kind of colonized. And I have to say that our ancestors, they fought against slavery. That's fact. Our grandfathers, they fought against, to have democracy. Now, our generation, our goal, our aim should be to fight for full independence, to be independent. So each generation has a task. So we cannot just say that, no, our ancestor did not do anything. Right. Because we are standing here, we are not being enslaved. I mean, that's for a reason, right? They just didn't give us freedom because they wanted to, because they have been somehow forced to. So you need to be respectful to what your ancestors have done to you. Right. That's really good, because they will always find someone within us to come against us. That's what they have always been doing, and that's what they are still doing. That's what they have been doing with Ouattara. They will be doing with several leaders. But we, the new generation, should understand that we should come as one know our culture, visit places, get to be aware of our own history, and even have ideas. I mean, I'm not against signing the petitions, but I'm sure that we have Africans, and we can find Africans being able to build a social media where we can all go. We need to start speak by ourselves, our own story. We need to, we need to speak to the whole world. We need now concrete actions, right? So those leaders like Ouattara, I heard Fujera saying a lot of things. He said he visited Cote d'Ivoire, but I'm himself Ivorian, and I was there back in 2010 when we had this crisis, back even in 2002 when we had the war. So you cannot just say that because the country is developed, that the country is doing good, or the leader is a good leader. No. What we need our resources to be used for ourselves, not for the wealth of West countries. You know that 2 days ago, there was this shortage, global outage of power outage in Portugal and those countries.
In Spain and the
that
rest
was
of
unique.
them.
Yeah, that was unique. How come? Probably because they don't have anymore this uranium for Niger. Yeah. Right? So we need now to stand by ourselves to tell our history, to develop concrete actions, and to go through those actions. We need to define that. So I don't know if you are in contact with other TikTokers or those who have platforms, but we need to have a kind of union of TikTokers, and then come up with maybe through one platform and speak about that. We need to really come into action now, because we keep talking. That's good, because we are also spreading the news. We are also making people being aware. But at some point, we need to develop some action that will allow us to achieve our goals. And that's the point I wanted to make, right?
Thank you.
And thanks again for allowing me to come to your platform. I think I will keep following you, and then if I have sometimes I will come and speak, because we need to.
I'll follow you as well.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Thank you. Congat, sorry about
Congito.
Congito, go ahead.
Hello. Good evening to everyone, and do appreciate you have me in your platform. And I'm not an English speaker, but I will try speak my best. I'm a citizen from Equatorial Guinea. I speak Spanish. I speak Portuguese for my ancestral background. And I was here when I heard this Mr. called Fugera talking about Gaddafi, talking about my president, Obiang Nguema. And I disagree totally what for some point he stayed here. First of all, when you talk about Gaddafi, say Gaddafi was a this, Gaddafi was a that, I want him to think about how this man empower his country before they took him down. And as far as I know, Libya was one of the first countries in Africa that have all this European system in place.
Beyond some of them, beyond.
Yeah, and in the other side, when he said he can give thumbs up to the president Obiang Nguema because he does something in the country. I'm a citizen from Equatorial Guinea, and I can tell you, I'm abroad since my age of 2. I go back in Equatorial Guinea at the age of 14. I left the country at the age of 29 because of serious things that I saw it with my eyes, and I couldn't believe that I could see that in my own land. Okay, so when people want to talk about a country and the country, the leaders of the country, they need to be there before they say anything about those countries. Because when he stated that, I can tell him, yes, the buildings are there, everything are there, but we don't have like a good, what you call it, NHS system. Health system is not working properly in the country. Education is not working good in the country. But you can hear that people have millions by millions outside here in Europe, in the bank, and they buy houses, they this and that and that and that. So please, Mr. Fogera, when you want to talk about any country, you need to know their history before you say anything about them. Okay, go back to Gaddafi. Go back to Gaddafi. I want to tell Mr. Fogera that look, I am born Christian. I am born in the Catholicism, but I'm not a practitioner. I'm not practicing the religion. But I know that they said Jesus Christ asked us to forgive. No, because even the person that betrayed him, which was Judas, Jesus Christ forgave him. You understand? So even Gaddafi does something wrong, we need to know, we need to look what made this person do these things in the wrong way. Because you see, in Europe here, they have this, more in Spain, they have this thing that they used to bully the bull, you know, where they go to the thingy, they start bullying the bull and so they kill them. So when these artists kill the bull, they say, oh, they clap hands. But when is the bull with his horn kill the artist, they say, oh, this guy, you see, you understand what I mean? So you need to give Caesar what is belong to Caesar. Give God what belongs to God. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, when we come now to these things that is unifying us, this issue of Mr. Ibrahim Traore, I'm really, really disappointed, and I feel disgusting that Africa have 54 countries and just a few I can see on the social media are supporting this man heroicity. How can we, because we have Portuguese colonies, we have French colony, we have English colony, and then I never see any Portuguese colony around say, oh, we are here. I never hear nothing from Equatorial Guinea say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And some French country, you can count them by fingers. So what we're doing, so now we looking, oh, this is going on. If they kill this man, and they will say, oh, the Western killed Traore. But if he succeed, then we want to go say, hey, we want to claim that we was with him. No, it's not the way. We need to fight together. We need to forget about our internal fights, because we have this tribalism in between us, which is the things that these people, this Western, implant in us, because I never see brother kill brother. But when someone come behind and say, oh, your brother said this, he said this to you, and look, if you want to get good alive, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, you will be this one, you're going to go and kill your brother. That's necessary. And this is our major problem in Africa. That's why I'm in Europe. Right now, I'm 60 years of age, and I was thinking previously, because my mind was in there, I was thinking, what was the use for me to go back home? But then I start thinking now, recently, I said, no, hold on. The problem is not back home. The problem is here, because I already seen it. When I seen it is 6 years ago, when I was in the faculty doing business management and entrepreneurship. At the age of 54, when I see and I hear the tutor tell me, oh, you know, this essay you does about the climate change, my colleagues say, you need to keep it out, and you need to forget about your essay. I say, what are you telling me? You're trying to tell me that what I research, it means that I go into the truth, that all this thing of the CO2 around the world is fake, because the money they collect from that CO2 business is in the Federal Reserve of America. You want to tell me that? And I left I didn't finish my degree, because I get so angry, say, oh, so this is what you guys are doing all this time.
Yeah. They landed on the moon, but there was no moon. They
Yes.
They did a whole lot of stuff in deception to the whole world.
And I stopped. I left my education there. In the second year, I was in 1 year to finish, and I graduate. And I said, no, I won't take that, because that means you are telling me that you are graduate a fool. I may not a fool. And I stopped. They asked me to come. I said, I will never come again. I will never, because you want to take me like a stupid person.
Conclude, my brother. Conclude.
So in my perception, in my view, it's like we are in the diaspora, we need to take this one seriously and support our leaders that want to do like Ibrahim Traore, and we need to find out how we can help this going on and create the liberation for Africa.
Thank you.
Once for all.
Thank you very much. You know, Congito, sorry. Congito just said something here. I think if you were not here from the beginning of this conversation, I clearly said it. There are some things that we have consumed in our educational system. No, in their educational system, because I'm fully aware that they destroy our educational system to replace it with their educational system. And we need to unlearn some of those things. We need to unlearn them. Otherwise, they also become our enemy. Our enemies. So thank you for saying that and contributing and keep
excuse me, I salute everyone. I want to say something to Mr. Congito.
Respond.
If you allowed me to. He was saying that there is no Portuguese speakers who talking about the problem we face today as between the U.S. general and you know, the way he insulted us through our leader Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah.
I would just inform him that there is many platforms where they speak Portuguese and also English.
Yeah.
He can go and find. One of them is his name, World News in English. World French and English. So you can go to the panel and you find out speaking and English is his name, World News. All the two Guineas, you know, African two Guineas Portuguese speaker.
Yeah.
In the Spanish. So I think every Africans can feel that it's time for us to fight for our own sovereignty. So people are doing their best, bro. Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know that. So that's the whole spirit. Let the whole Africa.
Thank you.
Yes. Let the whole Africa stand up to this. And that's the spirit we are trying to push. If somebody comes up in light, the ancestral spirit, the liberation spirit, the Pan-African spirit, it is a beautiful thing if all of us would join on board and try to clean this place up for ourselves and also set and align ourselves with the rest of the powers of the world for our own dignity and our own identity and the respect and freedom that we all need. That's a good cause. We all need to fight for that. Now, I know all of you have been here. Thank all of you in the comment section. I see you people as well. And I want to give a chance to Auntie. Auntie, I think she's been waiting quietly as well. Auntie, on mute, please. 2 minutes. Auntie, if you are there, 2 minutes, please. All right, Auntie seems to be there, but she must be busy. Let's go to Haitian.
Did you say Haitian Queen?
Yeah.
Hello everyone. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. So I've been saying the same thing to my Haitian people. I left Haiti since I was 13 years old, but I did not know about racism, slavery. They didn't teach me that in school in Haiti. When I came, my family, they just formed the rice and they didn't care about that. But when I start seeing that how they treat us here in America, and I start doing my research, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so wrong. And now I am with all Pan-Africans. I am all over social media, wherever we're talking about politics, and I'm here to share the experience. Since I speak Creole, I speak French, and I speak English, I can understand when they're talking French, Creole, and English. And there have been comments since 1806. They're unalive our Jean-Jacques Dessalines, who fought for our independence. So after they unalive him, they start destabilizing the country, and they've been doing it since 1806. These people will never change. Since 1806, they've been in Haiti. Right now, there is no more Haiti. They destroy Haiti. They're unaliving Haitians every day. Last week, they unalive like at least 12 police officers. They have the gangs unaliving the police officers to destabilize the country. And first, they act like they are Christian missionaries. Before, I used to think they were. So they use religion to get to us. So all my life, my mom used to work for this missionary, Christian missionary. Now I see they were not Christian missionary. They were CIA. They were CIAs.
Yes.
To destabilize in the country. They come at us, smile with us, say they're going to build orphanage. They're helping us. No, they're not. They're destabilizing the country. They are not going to help. If Michael Leahy care about Burkina Faso citizen, why didn't he go to Congo, help Libya, and then go help Burkina Faso? They're lying. They're same way they are lying. They use manipulation to get into the country. Who cares what Africa do with their gold? Whatever Africa natural resources is nobody's business except Africa. Haiti's resources is nobody's business except Haiti. You see what they do? They pretend to be Christian missionary, but they are CIAs. Trafficking Haitians children for organs. Not only they want iridium, petrol, gold, diamond, they take our children, put them in the whatever they want to transport them with, and then they use them for stem cell. When their people need an organ, when their children organ fail, they use our Black children organs. Okay, so we have to stand together. When I see Michael Leahy talking trash about Abraham Traore, oh my God, I said no, we must come together. They took too much from us Haitian for me to see that they continue taking. These people don't care about us Black people. They never care. They will never care. Look at what's happening to Haiti. So Burkina Faso people, please protect Ibrahim Traore. I'm begging, please do not let them touch Ibrahim Traore, because your life will be a living hell after they take him. They took Jean-Jacques Dessalines, they unalive him, and our Haitian lives are a living hell. Okay, so first they destabilize your country for you to come to be a slave to them in their country. We don't have no peace here. You see how many times they go police unaliving Black people. Police in America unaliving Black people every single day. I don't want to see you guys experience what we Haitian experience. Even I'm here, but I'm Haitian. Even here, I'm here my whole life. But this is my people. They're unaliving every day in Haiti. I have nightmare. So we're gonna what's his name? There's somebody who's freedom fighter is talking about a march tomorrow. So I am a single mom. My son, like that lady was saying that her daughter, she said her daughter in hospital. I have a 20-year-old son that's not doing too well. If my son was, I would have packed my kids and go to Burkina Faso. I'm telling you, because I'm not happy here. I'm not happy because when you touch you touch all of us, and that's how it should be. From now on, when you touch one Black person, we all should unite it and stand for each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Haitian Queen. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, thank you very, very much, all of you. This is exactly what the message is. It's not about even just uniting us, Africa. It's about providing security, dignity, identity to the rest of the world when it comes to black person or a black child or a black woman. We are the only race that have been abused beyond abuse. People would tell you about Holocaust and all that stuff. But the system is built again.
Excuse me, Mr. Zito. I want
just give me a
something, if you forgive me for that. Just 1 second. This my queen from ID, he was said something, but he didn't go deep, very deep, to know why ID is in this situation. In 1804, when the ID revolution started, after the Bois de Caïma. Bois de Caïma is the places that black people from everywhere, from Congo, from Senegal, from Ethiopia, from everywhere in Africa, they don't speak each other languages. They meet over there. The meeting was called in Bois de Caïma. And from there, the black people seem that they feel the same situation of slave trade, of slavery, of salvation. And they come down to say that now we're going to end this subordination of white people. From there, ladies take knife, take everything they can to fight the army of Napoleon. 50,000 people inside the French army at that moment. But ladies, only ladies, kill more than half of them to liberate Haiti. And from there, the French colonial empire imperialism system never forgive Haiti for this arrogance, because they think that it's arrogant to have that kind of outrance to free yourself. And even today, all the Babylon skyline people you see, they have that in their memory. So they don't want any Africans to stand up to say that my raw material is from me, is for me, and they will use it as I please. So that's why they attack Burkina Faso and the IOS, the Confederation of Sahelian countries, who decide to say that we don't need your help because we have information that you are the creator as CIA, Obama administration, avoid, how they said, accept this administration. Tulsi Gabbard, or who is she name again? She go to the Senate. She said that we have proof that the Obama administration created all this destroying the Sahel country because how do you call it? Eta Islamic, which is Al Qaeda or all over, was created by the U.S. administration to bring it in Libya. From Libya, they killed the leader of Libya. After they killed the Libyan leaders, is from there that we have the l'invasion, as French speaker, l'invasion of Sahel. From there, we start having problem from 2011 to now. And since that time, the three leaders of Sahel, they was inside the military services. So they see everything during 10 years. When they say enough is enough, now the American and the Babylon, the Otanians, the NATO, they don't want to, they feel it like the same arrogance of ID. So it's what happened today in Africa. They want to make Burkina Faso, Mali, Burkina, and Niger as an IT did before when they take a decision to make this revolution. And after the IT revolution, IT was paid to France. They call it debt colonial debt or colonial credit for 125 years. Until 1984, AD was paid back to France because they freed the slave. Since they freed the slave, so the IT have to pay the slave owners pour récompenser en réalité la perte des esclaves.
Yeah,
This is what they did.
To compensate them for what they
To
did.
compensate their lose the slave. So they don't want us to be free. And I want I want any black skin, dark black skin here. Hear me what I'm telling them. They don't want you to be free, but nobody can give you freedom because independence is not something that they can give you. We have to stand up to say that enough is enough, and we have to, from tomorrow, we will go everywhere in this world, from Washington to Shanghai, from South Africa to Eastern Africa, South, East, North. We will say that we stand with Ibrahim Traoré, we stand with LAOS, AOS is the Confederation, we stand for Africa, because nobody can give us freedom if we are not ready to fight for our own freedom. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Saikulu.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, I've been waiting for a very long time.
I know.
It's the first time I am on your platform. Greetings to everyone that is on your platform.
Greetings, brothers.
You know, this is very, very important seeing Africans coming together. You either Portuguese, you either French, you either English, we are all coming together. You know, at the end of the day, we are not all of them. We are Africans. Yeah. We are not French, we are not Portuguese, we are not English, we are Africans.
Yeah.
And one thing Africans need to remember, let Mugabe say Africans are ready to fight their fight. We don't need nobody to fight for us.
Exactly.
We are ready to fight our fight. We're not gonna stop. We're not going to stop. Nobody going to stop us. And I hear the brother saying that, you know, if Africa's president is doing good, the infrastructure is good. We want African freedom. We don't care about infrastructure. We can build ourselves. We want African freedom. We don't want no petty things. And you are talking about, you know, when before Bagbo, and this is nonsense. Let's not get carried away. We are now in fight, like the Nigerian brother say. We are in fight, and we all have to know that we are in fight. By the way, I'm from Gambia.
Thank you.
We are in a fight. We had to honor life any African leader that's not standing for Africa. That is the reality. We're not gonna wait until the West come and unalive all our people. No, we're gonna unalive them ourselves if they are not standing for us. This is a time for us. This is a time for us. Leniency is finished. We have no patience no more. Black people in the world had to realize that we are human beings and we deserve dignity. We deserve equality like anybody else. And any black man is fooling yourself that you are equal. You are fooling yourself. You cannot be equal by just like having it on the gold plate. No, you have to fight for it.
Yeah.
Everybody fight for it. We had to fight for it. This is a time to fight. Fight our fight. Anywhere you are, as an African, as a black man, fight your fight to liberate yourself as a human being. We deserve it like anybody else. And I'm happy to be in this platform. And it's a shame that how many countries are we? How many is coming out? We need to come out and defend Ibrahim Traoré, who want Africa to develop, who want Africa to go forward, who want Africa to be respected, what do we want more?
Yeah. We are 54 countries plus the rest of our black brothers around the world.
Around the globe, let's come together as one people. we are not disrespecting nobody. We want equal rights. We want to be respected like human being. And any African leader is going against that, like this South Africa's leader, we're gonna kill them. Sorry to use this word. We're gonna end their life. So we're gonna do because this is time to fight to free ourselves. And anybody wanna stand our way, we're gonna eradicate you. That's what we have to do, and that's what we're going to do. There is no going back no more. I'm gonna conclude here. I get more tense when I talk about these things.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. PS 23. PS 23 on mute, please. 2 minutes. All right, PS 23. I'm not sure if you're there, but we're gonna come back to you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, hello to everyone, and I'm so blessed to be among you guys here, seeing you having discussion like as Pan-Africans. It makes me really happy, I will say. Even though like I have been listening from the time the brother was talking about Gaddafi and all this kind of issue, I don't wanna talk about that issue because like the brother keep talking without saying nothing, you know what I mean? Because he couldn't prove nothing. He was just making statement.
Yeah.
Those statement was not based on something, you know. But anyway, I'm not going back to those one. So one of the issues that I want to share with you today, I will say I'm from Guinea-Conakry, near to Liberia.
Yeah, I'm from Liberia myself.
Great. So I mean, when people are talking about coup d'etat whatsoever, sometimes I will say there is no difference between if it's like a civilian regime or military regime. The most important thing is like someone who is Pan-African, who is like pro-African, who want to move Africa to the next level. Because we have been led by a lot of civilians that it didn't take us nothing. It was just pulling us back. So coming back to Ibrahim Traore, the message that I want to share about Ibrahim Traore, since I saw what he's doing, because I tried to do sometimes some research about him and all this, I really appreciate him and follow him. So Ibrahim Traore, we are not only following the personality of Ibrahim Traore, but we are trying to support here his mindset, his view, his goal, like as a Pan-African, as a pro-African. So all of us, we need to stand together, because if this time, you know, they have been doing it before. They unalive Gaddafi, they unalive how to call it, Thomas Sankara and all those guys. Whenever people stand up to bring something like that can move us forward, they will try to take the person down. It was like when let's say, for example, when the guy Obama came to power, a lot of African was happy, thinking like he gonna help us as African, but they use him to put down Gaddafi. And if you check, if you are following the news and whatsoever, you're gonna see it like this general from US. They are using also another black like a black brother to reach out to the president of Burkina Faso to bring him down. So if we African, we sit down, we keep talking or whatsoever until they took him down, it's not only not only affect Burkina Faso, but it's gonna affect the whole African continent
and the
whole
process of
African continent, even our future generation. It's gonna affect them, because like if you see, most of our parents were not able to resist, to stand up. It's because they already spread the seed inside our forefathers mindset that they are the powerful one. Whoever goes against them, they're gonna put him down. So now, as we are blessed with social media, we can communicate, we can share, we can see the actuality. all of us, we need to stand together.
Thank you,
Whatever
brother.
you can do, having a platform or maybe creating some petition, how they call it, like just for us to stand up, yeah, and support. So this will be my message, because like I'm from Guinea-Conakry. You are from Liberia, you know. Maybe you used to hear a history about Guinea-Conakry.
I live in Guinea.
Yeah, since the Western world came to Africa and they said they are there to help us or whatsoever, what are those help or this aid has helped us? Nothing. They just bring us down. Education, rule. Like even if you go to, let's say you study in Africa and you come to Europe to study here, they're gonna take you to apprenticeship or whatsoever, because they don't believe your education, even though we are trying to use their education system there, but they don't value us in the same. So my message, and I will try to round up here, I don't want to stay longer, but all of us, let's stand together. This is not only about Ibrahim Traore, this is about we as African and our future generation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, PS. Herma, please unmute, please. If I didn't pronounce your name well, forgive me, but please unmute.
It's all right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Her Majesty.
Her Majesty.
Yeah, I'm from Sierra Leone. Really, we have gone through a lot in Africa, and we're still going through a lot, and we are all suffering. Even we that living in diaspora, we are suffering. The slavery never stopped. And really, I myself have been advocating that we have to stand up. And in this process, I believe so many have to give up their life because of this, because we can go through this without losing some people. We have to stand up. We have to liberate Africa. And I believe the whole Africa, we need a unification. We have to think like one. We have to think like we are brothers and sisters, and we are ready for this, because we are going through a hell all over the world. Just like what my brother said, our education is not enough. If you show those people you can do it, they will finish you. If you show them you are strong, you are finished. We are mentally sick. If you check all the people that are living in diaspora from Africa, majority are sick. We are mentally down because of the way they are treating us here, treating our brothers and sisters back home, and tell us we are nothing. Everything we have is not ours, it's theirs. We can't do anything. We have to come together. This is not about Ibrahim. We are all Ibrahim. All Africans are Ibrahim now.
Yeah.
We have to come together. We are tired. For me, I'm here for the, I don't care about material things. I don't care about anything. We have to do something. Some people have to stand up for this.
Thank you.
Yes. That's all I have.
Thank you very much, Her Majesty. I'm from Liberia. You are my neighbor, sister, so I understand where we come from. And the funny thing is, some people really do not understand where we come from, and some people have not walked in our shoes, and they will come up with ideas. Some were privileged to have lived and sleep on good beds, and having walked the walk that we have walked. So we will encounter individuals like that. But however, the message still remains the same. We want some respect. We want our dignity. We want our name, our identity back. Leave us alone to figure this thing out for ourselves, because we know them. We know them, and they are saying it by themselves that they are the enemies. So you can't be my enemy. I keep continue to harbor you in my house. No, not anymore. Noi Eld, go ahead. 2 minutes.
Salut, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
En fait, je vais parler en français, puis vous allez traduire en anglais, ça peut aller.
2 minutes, speak French. The French people will understand. I will not understand, but the French people will understand. And those who don't understand French, will understand. But speak your French. Go ahead. 2 minutes.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Merci aussi. Je vous salue depuis le Burkina Faso. Actuellement, notre président, que le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré, est en train de tout rompre avec le colon. Voilà pourquoi on veut l'assassiner. Tout doit pour commencer, depuis les venus, ça fait maintenant 2 ans, il y a déjà au moins 5 à 6 usines de transformation de ce que nous consommons de première nécessité. Donc, le colon, quand il voit ça, il n'est pas content. Les mines d'or, actuellement, elles naturalisées seulement que les Burkinabés qui exploitent les mines d'or. Ça ne va plus en France comme auparavant. Ça ne va plus aux États-Unis comme auparavant. Donc, quand ils voient ça, ils ne sont pas contents. Ils veulent forcément l'enlever. Donc, actuellement, nous sommes tous fiers de ce que vous faites. Nous sommes tous fiers de l'unité africaine. Puisqu'on a vu, c'est parce que nous n'étions pas unis que non, ils ont eu à éliminer certains leaders, tels que Thomas Sankara, Mohamed Kadhafi, Patrice Lumumba, ils en passent. Mais cette fois-ci, le réseau social est venu tout arranger. Tout le monde voit à peu près l'évolution de tous les choses. Ça ne se casse plus. Franchement, nous sommes fiers de l'unité africaine. Continuons comme ça, continuons comme ça. Nous, on sait que non, Dieu va nous aider. Ils ne vont pas pouvoir descendre notre président qui est actuellement leader. S'ils ont pu éliminer ce leader-là, c'est fini pour nous. C'est fini pour l'Afrique, c'est fini. Il n'y a plus un autre leader encore. Mais actuellement, les problèmes, c'est la Côte d'Ivoire qui nous pose des problèmes. Puisque le général qui venait de parler tout dernièrement est aller former les militaires en Côte d'Ivoire. Mais pour faire quoi? C'est pour aller justement attaquer le Burkina Faso. Et puis c'est où ils vont aller faire ça? À la frontière du Burkina Faso. À la frontière. Il y a plusieurs pays qui pouvaient aller faire ça là-bas. Mais ils ont décidé d'aller faire ça au Burkina, à la frontière du Burkina Faso, juste pour pouvoir attaquer notre seul pays. Mais,
ok, je suis là. Je vais traduire pour toi.
Not finished. He's not finished, please.
No, but I will not remember everything. So let me translate what he said. He said they want to unalive Ibrahim Traoré because of the gold, and what he's done, they do not like it. They don't want to. They want to control them, and if they succeed, it will not end well for them. Okay, continue.
Donc, actuellement, le qui vient de parler est allé en Côte d'Ivoire pour former les militaires pour venir attaquer le Burkina Faso, juste à la frontière de la Côte d'Ivoire-Burkina.
He said they want to go to Côte d'Ivoire to form a military to come attack Burkina Faso.
So there's something he said.
A military to come attack Burkina Faso. Tu parles français aussi?
Oui, je parle français.
Non, let's say.
Oui, je viens du Cameroun. Je parle français en français.
Okay, so tu vas traduire.
Non, ça ne dérange rien. Ça ne dérange rien. Il faut continuer.
Continue, mon frère.
Ok, donc actuellement, ce que nous voulons, c'est toujours garder le top haut pour ne pas abaisser à un certain niveau, toujours rester à l'écoute, Parce que ce que le capitaine fait actuellement, ce n'est pas du mensonge, tout peut être vérifié.
He said what he's saying that is not a lie. Everything is verified.
Thank you.
Actuellement, il a été construit des universités qui bientôt on va. Actuellement, il y a des universités, mais chaque fin du mois, chaque étudiant sera payé à 100 000 francs. C'est qu'on n'a pas encore vu ça depuis la coupe a été faite. 100 000 francs, chaque étudiant va bénéficier. Mais pour les femmes, nous bénéficions de 50 000 francs chaque 3 mois.
Université, quoi?
À l'université, nous bénéficions actuellement de 50 000 francs chaque 3 mois. Mais bientôt, nous allons bénéficier de 100 000 francs chaque mois. Nous serons payés comme fonctionnaires.
Oh, l'université n'est pas gratuite. Université, quoi?
À l'université, nous bénéficions actuellement de 50 000 francs chaque 3 mois. Mais bientôt, nous allons bénéficier de 100 000 francs chaque mois. Nous serons payés comme fonctionnaires.
Oh, l'université n'est pas gratis? Je pense que c'est gratis.
No,
okay.
he said that before they never used to get, they used to get only like 50,000, but now they will be getting 100,000 francs, 100,000 CFA francs for university students. What they call bourse en français. C'est le bourse, no?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
yeah,
the
but
bourse,
this thing was also available. They pay university students every month to make their life easier before they graduate.
Yeah.
Je vous remercie beaucoup. Comme nous sommes un peu nombreux sur le panel, il faut que quelqu'un d'autre prenne la parole. Je vais revenir encore si vous avez encore d'autres questions à savoir sur le Burkina Faso. En tout cas, pour les 30 là, nous sommes trop engagés pour le soutien. Merci beaucoup. Je vous remercie.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he said before there was Ibrahim Traore is helping with education before what he's paying now, he was not paying it before, and he thanked you guys for letting him come to the panel, and he will see you guys again.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Let's continue the fight and let's support one another.
Okay, all right, you can drop in now. Thank you.
Patriel, go ahead. Thank you very much for the interpretation. I mean, this platform is getting sophisticated, and I'm very excited about it. Thank all of you for contributing your knowledge to this platform. Thank you. Go ahead, Patriel, since you are on the stage.
All right. Thank you, Mr. King. I could not call the first name. Okay, so I've been listening to you now for about 3 hours. I've been on. I like what is going on. I like the discussion. But I think we have, somebody said something about food, how they are, kind of poisoning us with food. Even here in the US, I have my garden behind my home and I plant. So this is what I advise, is that we should take this food thing seriously and educate even our people back home. They may not know. They may think that food, it comes from abroad and it's wonderful. Yeah. Let's educate them. Another thing I want to say also very important. You will be surprised to hear that some Spanish women were sterilized unknowingly. They took their uterus out in the sense that under the deceit that they had fibroid and they were trying to treat them. We have people who have thought they were receiving vaccines and they were sterilized. Our young boys and our young girls. Please spread the word back home. They should not rush to the clinic. They have opened a free clinic and they are giving vaccine. Those are CIA setups. They are satellite agents because our population is the youngest, the biggest. Africa is the future of the world. Please spread the word out. Another thing, I'm actually at work, so I'm just speaking. I think I wanted to say is that we've done a lot of talking, sensitization. Let this continue. But we have experience we are not tapping into. Mr. King, you're going to give me that thing on your head. I like it. So we are not tapping into our resources. We have a lot of experience with freedom fighting. You look at the Mao Mao of Kenya. You look at the Zimbabwe freedom, the Angola freedom fighters. We have all this experience. We can find a training ground. I'm a medical doctor, but I'm telling you, I'm VDP at heart. I don't mind packing my bags and I'm going down there to Burkina Faso and I'm going to fight. I cannot fight because I'm very weak, but I'll be in the field treating the wounded soldiers. Okay, so let's tap into this experience. I believe Russia can help us with this because Russia helped the South Africans with their freedom fighters, trained them, supported them economically. Like the other guy said, this is our fight. If we miss this, we are done. We got to do everything to make sure Ibrahim does not fail. Assimi does not fail and Chiani does not fail. They are our God's gift. Our ancestors have pushed them up. Are we aware now? They took Sankara. Are we going to let it sit down? No, no. We have to do something. Whatever we have to do, like I said, I don't mind. I'm telling you, I am ready to get to Burkina Faso and be on the field. So everything needs to be done that we can do. Thank you. I have so much to say, but we got 2 minutes only. Thank you so much.
We'll come back another time. Thank you very much. And I will appreciate you for the interpretation of all the other language. Look, you guys continue to come here and let us get this spirit moving. Thank you very, very much, Patriot Mother. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I will have to say I won't be taking more people on because it is about that time. It's 4 a.m. here where I am. We've been here since 10 p.m. today. However, we will unmute Afrologica.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you, Zadia King, for this platform. And there are so many platforms like this now. It's really incredible.
I was here before, but I'm going because I'm at work. I just wanted to talk, but anyway, you can talk. I need to go. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Sorry about that.
It's really good to see the spirit of Africa come out in us. I've listened to quite a few people on the panel. I can feel the passion. But we also at the same time need to face the facts. And I'm not here to hurt anybody's feeling, but sometimes it's always good to face reality because that helps us to become better and to know the challenges ahead. We are a conquered people. Black people, anywhere you find yourself in the world, we are the conquered people. Acknowledging that is actually the first step to know what we need to do. And I remember in 1987 when they killed Thomas Sankara. I was quite young then, and I didn't really understand what was going on. The Western media is very brilliant in masking what really happened. So today we are reliving it. It's actually incredible that this guy, literally, the way I see it, he came back. He came back, but this time he came back with a vengeance, with knowledge. Knowing your enemy is one of the most important things. We, especially within all over Africa, we are a people of love. We don't understand the way the outsiders think. And I think for the younger generation, you need to understand that freedom is not free. Host, you were saying earlier, you said, they should leave us alone. They're not going to leave us alone. There's no way they're going to leave us alone. We have to drive them out. That's the only way that I know of. I mean, if you look at other countries, the way they have, freed themselves is they have to fight. There's no way around it. And we have been brought up with this mentality, especially with religion, to dumb us down, to say, forgive your brother, let everybody just get along. Yes, with each other, but not with outsiders. So I'm very happy. I can see the passion in people. I can see the change in tone and as this sister said earlier, this is once in a generation lifetime. If we fail to support this guy in any capacity that we have, if it's for the parade they're gonna do tomorrow, if it's, coming on panels like this and making your voice heard, if it's like you are in the Western world and you're in some sort of power where you can actually make a difference, I think that is going to begin to happen. Thank you. Just so I conclude on this, because I know, host, you said it's really late over there. I appreciate your time. I really want to encourage us to not let the media, because they've gone into serious spinning now. Don't let the media convince you about what is going on. These people are petrified. They are so scared now because they can see that if this guy is able, this revolutionary leader is able to carry this out successfully, other people are going to follow almost immediately. And I can guarantee you this, in the next 5 years, if this platform selects us or wherever we find ourselves, we would know that this was when it started, when this man stood up with all the odds against him that he's willing to fight and let other people understand that this is the only way to do it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Afrological. I mean, you're welcome. Thank you once again. I will unmute Beyond. Beyond, let's just stick to the 2 minutes, please. I know you've been waiting quietly. Please, let's go.
Yes, brother. Good day. First, I want to say thank you for doing such important work. Then I'm going to move right into it. I'm a Jamaican. I'm born, grew up in Jamaica. And in Jamaica, all we hear is Africa, Africa, Africa. I would believe in the notion of Africa. But I'm going to say something that's a little controversial. And it's that Africa doesn't exist.
Why?
Africa does not exist. Libya exists, Tunisia exists, Senegal exists, Ghana exists, Niger, Nigeria, Congo, Sierra Leone, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, Chad, Sudan, they exist, but Africa doesn't. All of those are small pieces of a jigsaw puzzle that must be put together. And then Africa will exist. But as long as you know, you have all these countries separated, Africa cannot and will not exist. It exists in our minds, it's a notion, but Africa does not exist. Not right now. Africans must give up the sovereignty overnight, not slowly, because if you do it slowly, they're going to counter and fight and prevent it from happening. Overnight, a decision must be made, that must be agreed upon of all the people within Africa to give up sovereignty and under one flag. We don't need leaders. And I say we, even though I'm Jamaican, I say we because we are Africans as well, right? So we don't need leaders. We need a leader. We don't need a plural right now. We come to a point in history where we see the power of unification. We can't keep talking about it. Africans on the continent must make the ultimate sacrifice of giving up sovereignty under one flag. So you don't need to choose leaders. You need to choose a leader.
Thank you.
One man has presented himself right now, and he has the potential to do that. But we're at a point right now where this must be done quickly. You know, I remember a sister talked about Haiti earlier, and Haiti has the second largest deposit of iridium in the world. Iridium is more expensive than gold, but yet still they tell you that Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But iridium, they have the second largest deposit in the world. And iridium is 4% it's poor. It's propaganda. So the next thing we need to do, I don't want to spend too much time on disrespect your partner, but the next thing we need to do is to create our own propaganda, because this is part of the war, the conflict against us is false, destructive propaganda. So we, as Blacks, must create our own propaganda. I want to see positive images of Africa. I don't live there, but I want to see brothers and sisters in Africa send photos and pictures of the beauty of Africa, whether it's horticulture, whether it's architecture, whether it's whatever it is. We, the diaspora, needs to see how beautiful and rich Africa is, because that's something that they use against us. Starving babies with flies on their face, mud huts, and disease, and all. That's all we ever saw growing up. That's all I've seen in my 50 years. So I'm asking to please send more of beauty, African beauty, through social media, and to use this gift of social media to empower each other and keep spreading the word. They control the main media, but thankfully now we have our own TV, our own media that we can use to spread word and achieve unity. But Africa itself and Africans themselves must make the ultimate sacrifice of giving up sovereignty to be under one flag. That will be the ultimate power.
Thank you.
All right. I'll be up again, King, at another time. And thank you again so much for the important work you're doing, sir. God bless you and keep.
Let's whisper. All right, let's go to Stella. Stella, Esteda.
Yes,
So,
Estida.
Esteda.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the platform. I've been listening. I've been following you, and yes,
I'll
also
follow
today.
you right back. Yeah.
And okay, thank you. And then today I said, you know what, let me just call in. And yeah, so everyone has said it all. Everyone has said it all, and I really I applaud the guy who came up from Burkina Faso, because he is living there. He is living. Whatever we are seeing on social media, we are just seeing it. We are just reading it. We are just listening to things about Burkina Faso. I heard everything that he was saying because I do understand French, but I'm not very fluent in it. I don't speak it very well. So I heard everything he was saying about Burkina Faso, and I was so happy to hear from the horses itself now. So, that's like a direct, like testimony from someone who is living the life. And he told us that we shouldn't give up, that we should keep the fight. He said if we give up, this will be like our last chance. These people will never stop. They will keep trying. There's something great, there's another guy who came on earlier. He talked about Idi Amin Dada. When we were young, we were told that Idi Amin Dada was like, he was all maybe he was eating human beings, and he was the worst leader. Yes, but guess what though? I traveled to Uganda in 2023. I spent my entire season. I spent my entire Christmas and New Year's in the east coast of Africa. I went to Uganda and I went to Tanzania. But my experience with Uganda was beautiful. I learned, I saw the Ugandans up to now. The Ugandans are crying for Idi Amin leadership. Ugandans are where they are today because Idi Amin prepared them. Idi Amin prepared Uganda for Uganda. Idi Amin empower Ugandans. Idi Amin put Uganda first. And you see the West Americans, they don't want any leaders that will put their country first, their country interests first, their people first.
Isn't that a hypocrite? Hypocrisy that we are fighting today. They tell us they are fighting for their interests, but we must not put our interests first.
No, we should always go by their interests. Like, I'm from Liberia. Everything is about America. Yeah, I'm from Liberia. You understand? And everything in Liberia is about America. Everything in Liberia is about America. We have a company that in Liberia is called Firestone. If you know about Liberia, good. Firestone has been existing in Liberia for how many years? Since 1923, and 1929 or 1926. But up to now, the Firestone workers, they do not even have health care, no good housing for them. Firestone workers are they are making minimum, they are not even making 30 cents an hour. Firestone, I live in America. Firestone tire. You cannot buy Firestone tire for less than $200. No, I live here.
Here in Australia, they are selling one tire of Firestone $359.
Okay, thank you for proving me right. Thank you for proving me right. In America, you cannot. If anybody listening, go and Google how much is Firestone tire in America. But where the raw material is coming from, to the people who making those things happen, preparing all those things, they are not even making 50 cents an hour. Why we can't wake up? Why we can't wake up? The expectation for America is too much. It's too much.
Estella, just while you are on that, I know time is running out. Look at the inaugural speech of the beautiful lady on Mr. President Bouakar's inauguration. See how they responded. See how people. Go ahead, sister. Conclude.
See how responded. See how people are saying like, oh, America is, America is our allies. America, is like, bro, colonized by America. First of all, you don't even know your history for you to even think that Liberia was colonized. Liberia was never colonized by any country. Get it? Liberia was never colonized by any country. Not even talk about America. These people went to Liberia. They went and impose their way on us. They impose their way on us. Enough is enough, man. Let everybody say, like, we're talking about, I know the other guy came out, he was saying, Gaddafi, we shouldn't even mention Gaddafi as a great leader. Gaddafi wasn't aligned with the Arabs, but guess what? It's just not about that. Think about what Gaddafi did for his people.
Yeah.
Think about what Gaddafi did for his people. Since Gaddafi left, Libya has never been Libya again. And Libya maybe will never be Libya again, I will need.
Since the American carried their democracy to Gaddafi country, where is it today?
Where is it today? Where is it today? And because I will bring back again, like Uganda. How many Ugandans come here and rather stay in America? Ugandans come, they learn, they go back. Ugandans get the highest visa, they get visa to come to America more than any other country so far I have seen. Because you know why? Ugandans are always going back. Because Uganda is about Uganda.
Yeah.
Because their leader, Idi Amin, where the West portray him as evil, it's good for you to travel. Let's travel. Yeah. If you have the opportunity to visit other African countries, please travel. Travel and see for yourself. Seeing is believing.
Keep going. I will be back in a second.